From the Upper Valley to the Champlain Valley and the Adirondacks, we have a look now inside some seasonal traditions in our region that are really growing in popularity and paying off for nonprofit destinations. Our next guest is Shelburne Museum Director Tom Denenberg.
The season is going wonderfully. I love walking the grounds of Winter Lights and hearing all the families sort of talk about this as their new tradition, as if we've been doing this for years and years and years. And of course, this is year 4. So it's just a magical moment at the museum, and I love watching it change every year, and how the community turns out for it. It's really become a very important part of people's lives.
And it does change every year. What are some of the new things that you have brought to visitors this year?
Well, we've partnered with the town of Shelburne. We've moved it over onto Shelburne Road, Route 7. So we really wanted to create this holiday village feel in Shelburne itself. Each year we've kind of emphasized a different part of our own campus, but now we've really taken on this larger role. So when you drive through Shelburne, you'll see the lights, you'll see the covered bridge, you'll see the fence all lit up, and then a series of buildings in town itself. So the old town hall and trees along the way. So it's a really magical moment, just literally driving through our community. And then when you actually get on the campus of Shelburne Museum, we mix it up every year. So we've moved the butterfly garden around, we've added a circus moment, a circus tent. And one of the things I'm so proud of is we've introduced a little bit of technology into the program. So there are QR codes. If you happen to be in the circus tent and you hit the QR code on your phone, you'll see that there are a series of these figures that are animated in front of you. I like the fact that we've gone sort of high tech.
One thing that you have added to the offering this year is a performance series.
We've added entertainment throughout Winter Lights this year, and we've had a cappella groups come from UVM and from Middlebury, and also Burlington Burn Club, who are a group of flow artists who usually are working with torches, but in our case we've asked them to work with lights, and it's really a particularly special moment where we have these acrobats, these artists, physically moving through the landscape of Winter Lights, creating a series of colored shapes which are playing out against this background where you may have, lasers projecting on buildings or in the trees and beech forest and the pine grove at Shelburne Museum. So it all just kind of intensifies and heightens the experience and lets our visitors interact with these artists, and it becomes nothing less than magical.
The Burn Club was a big hit with visitors the night I was there.
I happened to see them a couple of times now, and they're just fantastic. We love having them at Winter Lights.
When you first got the idea to launch Winter Lights, you did a bit of research. Tell me about that.
We did a great deal of research. This was an idea that we first started talking about probably 8 years ago, maybe more, because we were aware that botanical gardens have these wonderful light shows. And Shelburne Museum is such a specific and wonderful environment because we have 45 acres on the campus. So we kept looking at our buildings and our gardens and thinking there ought to be something we can do with this in December. And so it turns out that the idealized village that is Shelburne Museum is the perfect sort of armature for doing a light show like this. So we were very intentional about looking at what zoos do, for example, and other campus-based institutions. It took off like gangbusters, and it's almost doubled in attendance every year now for 4 years. Last year we had about 50,000 people come.
That's great. And that's important because you are a nonprofit organization. You operate on tight margins. You're dependent on grants and donations. So having a bit of a cash flow this time of year is important.
Cash flow is huge this year, and balancing cash is something that we talk a lot about in the business office at the museum because, of course, most of our attendance is May through November. Even when we operate year-round, which we had for a number of years, that's fundamentally for school groups and a contemporary art exhibition or photography exhibition. So that we are very balanced toward the warm weather as an open-air institution, and this lets us really celebrate wintertime in Vermont, which is a wonderful time of year to live here. It's also a moment of darkness in the evening, so if you can light up the night sky in November, December, and into January, I think that's a wonderful thing for all of us. So it's been very important to the museum. It's also important to the community, and that's what we're seeing now in this 4th year. We've partnered with local restaurants and businesses, and they're beginning to light up their establishments both north and south of us on Route 7. So the more we can do together, the more we can engender support for each other. If you come get a Winter Lights ticket, you'll get a little discount at a restaurant or one of our local businesses. And so we've watched it kind of, a rising tide lifts all ships, and that's what we really want to see around Winter Lights.
We should point out that right here in this area, we have some other institutions. The Vermont Institute of Natural Science
VINS
has the Forest of Lights at VINS in Quechee.
Most people, I think, I'll use the pun, light up when they see holiday lights.
And the Wild Center in Tupper Lake, New York has wild lights.
We're now seeing close to 10 times as many folks throughout the winter than we were in year one. And it's a testament, I think, to the feeling and ambiance that the experience creates. And it just, I think it becomes a really nice way for families to mark the winter season. And it becomes kind of a tradition for people year after year now, which is really gratifying to see.
Both of those organizations say that their wintertime offerings are helping drive visitation year-round.
I think absolutely. And we saw this even when we looked at botanical gardens elsewhere. So we love that we're doing this with VINS and the Wild Center. Obviously, if you sort of stay in people's front of mind with people in the wintertime when you're normally quiet, it's a huge boon when it comes to the warm weather because people come back. Anything that we can do to encourage folks to come to our institutions, to even demystify them if you're not used to coming to a museum or a nature center, I think that's a fantastic thing to do. However people want to access us and use us, we have a wonderful concert series, the Ben and Jerry concerts at Shelburne Museum, on the green at Shelburne Museum. And I think those are wonderful events. I think they're fantastic sort of value add moments for people who have been to the museum either with a school trip or with their families and want to come back at different moments in life. So I love Winter Lights, I love our concerts, and I think it all is so helpful.
Well, that little extra boost, that new or renewed spike in interest that Winter Lights is providing is really important right now because you're embarking on a pretty bold project. I'm talking about the Perry Center. Tell me about your plans for that.
It's interesting because these two ideas kind of grew up together, and they're both really about stewardship of place. The Perry Center, it will be a new building dedicated to our indigenous collection, our Native American collection. Shelburne Museum, since our very beginning in 1947, has stewarded an important collection of Native American art, and then we've been given a very important collection. So the idea is to have a building that serves the needs of Native American tribal nations around the country and their material cultures. So the collections that we have are from Alaska and the Southwest and the Plains, not just from our region. And so there are very different ways of thinking about how you care for and interpret that material. And so we needed a specific building for that. And so much of indigenous thinking is about the place, the very place you're on, and environmental stewardship. So I actually think there are great parallels between Winter Lights and the Perry Center.
And when those big crowds come through for Winter Lights, they can know that when they come back in future years, they can expect to see new things.
There will be something new. There's always something new at Shelburne Museum, and it's always, we think of museums as being somehow cast in amber, but with the exhibition program of the museum and the work that we do, there's always something that's keeping the museum fresh and keeping the museum current. I always like to say about 10% of Vermont's school-age children come to Shelburne Museum every year as part of their education. And when you think about those generations of fifth graders coming through the museum and then coming back in high school and in their 20s with young families, I really like that sort of the fact that we are there at all moments in the voyage of life.
I have to say, when I visited Winter Lights recently, we had just gotten some fresh snow, and it really changed the experience.
Winter Lights is designed for the snow, and when we first started talking about this 7-8 years ago, we just assumed it would always have a blanket of snow. Now, of course, we know that isn't the case. What I've been so delighted by, though, in the last couple of years is how well it works in all weather. We had some very foggy days last year, and the entire town of Shelburne kind of glowed as a result of winter lights. It was kind of magical, just with the low cloud cover and the fog. You could see it from a mile away. So I love the fact that it works in the snow, but it works in really any weather. It was particularly beautiful in the snow. It is particularly beautiful in the snow, and you know, we look forward to it in all conditions.
Here we are, Christmas week.
This will be the busy week for us. We know a lot of families are home for the holidays. But of course, it runs through January 1st, through New Year's Day. And then for the next period, until the 5th, we'll have a series of moments of drive-through opportunities. So we know that that was very popular. We've had drive-through moments throughout the season, but the last few days will be strictly drive-through to allow people with any mobility concerns to see winter lights before we close it down for this year.
Are you already planning next season?
Yes, we are. So we've had the first meeting talking about next year, and we're beginning to talk about the themes and where we'll move it on campus. So when we first started this, I thought, okay, this will take a few weeks to put together, but it actually takes, 6 weeks or more to wire the whole campus. And in fact, it's become a year-round project, planning and executing winter lights.
Well, thanks for doing your part to brighten the holidays.
Jack, thank you so much for having me.
So beautiful. Websites for each of the nonprofits we mentioned are on your screen now. Dates and times do vary. The Wild Center's Wild Lights are on view until February, and VINS is reporting many evenings are sold out this week. All three destinations encourage you to get tickets before you head out.